welcome back to row scale. Row scale like this one. I don't really think that is some kind of just a little bit for this one. So I cannot able to remember this because I'm just already gonna get so upset. Looks like we're gonna be 060. No, I don't want to get that right here. So right here in Rails of Unionville, we're gonna be spawning something a little bit different. We cannot do something a very different because due to the BH hell, as we're gonna be doing for our first time in row scale Rails of Unionville, as we're doing for the heavy challenger. I don't want to make things a little bit heavy. Looks like we're gonna be using the Strasbourg 210, which is it's so powerful that it can handle it from even for our fastest historic things that you never seen. If you're going to be doing such as one thing, I probably know that we're going to be using for a GSMR 280, which is exactly we're going to be used to be. And it's some kind of just a little bit too powerful as well. If we're going to be using this train, which is too powerful, I need to reduce, but this is some kind of history that we went here before, as we're taking for a little bit few minutes, but we have to talk about this a little bit for unofficial railroad. So if you just absolutely gonna be spawning for the train dude express, which is absolutely too powerful, as not hell like it is. So if I just gonna be spawning for the Jared's Express, looks like it's some kind of very hard that we're gonna be doing for a premium mode. And looks like I just accidentally spawned it for this one. I accidentally deleted the tender, and because not the whole train like this one. So if you're gonna be using for Southern Railway, as to do this, like I never say, this is absolutely gonna be doing this a little bit perfect. But Southern is absolutely ruined to do this. Like we're gonna be doing for our second history. We're gonna be doing for a little bit for one history. But the last video that we did for a one history like before, as we're gonna be heading out for this one, as I'm gonna be sure that we're talking about this history, about last video in this earlier. So in a 1 month or 2 months ago, it was just more like we're gonna be doing for some kind of a little bit of ones. Because this train wasn't absolutely perfect with this one. If this thing is gonna be perfect for this, then I'm gonna be using for the Brave Engineer, as we're using for some kind of variations of safety equipment that we're using for 460, which is exactly we're gonna be used to be. As it's gonna be terms of these ones, as the passenger cars are just gonna be way more yet. By moving on forward, the train got stuck either, which means we're gonna be calling for help, which is I don't think that the train is not gonna move. It's just stuck here, but it's some kind of just a little bit enormous. This is some kind of unreliable it is. It's gotta be stuck here. As we're gonna be doing this a little bit for a pretty long time, as we come into this enormously situation like these ones. And if I couple with those Southern Railroad, Southwest Valley Scenic Railroad, like these coaches, it might going to get stuck forever. Looks like we're going to be doing for another one. As we're going to be spawning for the Strasbourg 210, which is absolutely, we're going to be doing this for literally right now. And insanely that the train is having a runaway. And that train is going to be doing this for a very long time for this one. And it has been come into a halt. And looks like that train is coming for a literally very hard for this one. So, this is actually... Oh no. This is absolutely went for an accidentally. That was so worse. That it made through the accident. Whatever it is. So... I make sure that we're gonna be changing for this a little bit earlier. But since I might able to delete some other trains like that, which is some kind of just a little bit worse. So I need to come for this for literally really need to get things fast. As before we need to spawn somewhere other for variations of for a Southern. I don't think I cannot able to get for a some kind of a train dude express. I need to find for a Tomsfield Railroad number 13, which is some kind of morbidly powerful. I need to reduce some powerful like these one for a Chase C. Jones like 460. Now it's some pretty kind of just a little bit for 460 for ICRR. Looks like it does not look perfect for this one in the last time's video. Unless we got the double headliner. As we're gonna be moving through this out onto this for the Unionville Central Station, we need to get for a little bit hurry for this quick before they might able to get stuck here right this quick. So looks like I'm not gonna be doing this for a little bit once. As we're gonna be doing for a slowdown, what looks like these two trains known as the 1102 and 382. Looks like we come into for another historical route as well by heading towards onto this one. So if we're gonna be doing for this pretty quickly, I need to do for this literally fast as well. So everything is gonna be on board, but unfortunately we're gonna be doing this a little bit fast. But things are just gonna be made a little bit hurry. The train arrives at the station, and looks like we're gonna be doing for just a little bit one. So this is gonna be our next part. The clock is ticking, and looks like the trains are arriving at literally right now. As the train, we're moving onto the double headliner, and the train has been completely stopped, and the passengers are going for ready down into Union Pacific as well. So if we're gonna be teleporting to South Unionville Station, which is absolutely all the trees have been removed in some of the South Unionville Station. As you can see, for according to the update log, trees have been removed every single time as well. So, and the steam spawner is back, and the winter will be over soon against Christmas as well. So when the Christmas is over, returning for the trees in the South Unionville won't be able to get returned for this right now. Exactly, literally BH as hell. So for our very variants, let's teleport back to Unionville Central Station. As we're gonna be pushing into this one, maybe this should be a classic train whistle like itself. So I'm gonna be hearing this out. Wait a second, that sounds like a Yamaha flute, or maybe it's it. So I'm gonna be talking you guys into our next part until we're gonna be ready to go as for our first couple of steps.
5 minutes later.